clouds to the west. The desert's cloud free to the east. Just beautiful up here. I always love these clouds. Just a few little mountaintops peeking above, then you get that hard line on the right. It's got to be a ridge line. The cloud soup. It's a blanket. So, not only do some people cut down the blowdowns for us, but whoever did this one, a nice little bench right on the trail. What more could he ask for? I mean, maybe a cup holder or something, but that's pretty nice. So after 6.5 mile downhill climb, 6.5 mile downhill, we reached the highway and passing the Mill Creek Fire Department or fire station. It's a little bit uphill, and somewhere behind here should be a pony park that we can get some water. See you in a few. Just past the fire station is the pony park. Someone commented, no water at the fire station, no ponies at the pony park. What's the world coming to? I think the fire station used to host hikers, let them refill their water, take a rest. But then I think he stopped that with the norovirus. All the hikers were running down, and you can't get all the firefighters sick because who's going to put out the forest fires? So the pony park's just right behind it, and looks like should be some water up here. So coming down that last little stretch, the trail must be for popular day hikers. I think it's Sunday morning. We passed I think 3 or 4, probably 4 day hikers as we were coming down, and one of them was this sweet little Korean lady hiking up, red jacket and a backpack, and there's 4 of us kind of bunched together, and she stops and she just starts pulling stuff out of her backpack and gives a little trail magic right on the trail. So she handed Gandalf a packet with, looks like some kind of a sweet raspberry sticky bun and a banana, some chocolates, and then I'm not sure, these look like some wafer crisps and something else that looks like sweetbread. But she gave all 4 of us something. So what a sweet lady, and just how unexpected, just passing a day hiker. That's one of the magic things about hiking, is you just really see the best of people. Everyone's just so generous and so giving. So that's what makes the trail special. I think that's why so many people like staying out in the trail so long, because you just always see the best of people. So anyway, we're gonna get some water here at the pony park and enjoy our little feast here, and then we'll hit the trail again. See you up the trail. Okay, so here it is noon. We arrived at this little creek waterfall spot right at noon. So we've done 13.7 miles by noon. That's a personal best for me. I was looking to see if we did 10 by 10, but we didn't. We're a little bit short, and we took a break to have that trail magic and get our last water. I actually got too much water because I've got probably a liter and a half right now. So I'll guzzle some, fill some, and our next source is in 6 miles. So it's not really any shade here, and there's a few bees. So I think we're gonna hike up the trail, get some water, hike up the trail for 100 or 200 yards, find a shady spot, have some lunch. See you down the trail. Okay, so we're sitting down at lunch in Gandalf. Been hiking with Gandalf for a couple days now, since Wrightwood. So what's that been, like 3.5 days? Something like that.
I forget.
So I think it's time to meet the man, the myth, the legend, Gandalf. So,
hi there.
Gandalf, where are you from?
I'm from, I live in Massachusetts.
All right, but where were you born?
Born and raised in Denmark, over in Europe.
Okay, and you've been over in the States for how long?
Almost 40 years.
40 years, all right. So, you're attempting a PCT through hike this year.
I am.
It's a trail lets you.
Yep.
What else have you done in the last couple of years?
Well, 2 years ago I did my first through hike. That was the AT over on the East Coast. And then last summer I did 500 miles of the Camino, one of the Camino strains in Spain, the northern Spain, following the northern coast of Spain into Santiago de Compostela.
Okay. So this is your third major through hike.
That it is.
Okay. How does, so far on the PCT, how does it compare to the AT?
You know, similar in the sense that every day is a challenge, right? They throw new stuff at you all the time, whoever they are, Mother Earth, I guess.
The trail gods.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people told me that the PCT was a lot easier than the AT, and I don't feel that way after the first month or so on the trail. So it feels like the PCT is much more raw in terms of landscape, in terms of nature, in terms of just in general feel for it. You know, we ran into some serious snow. The riverbed that was totally Mission Creek that was totally blown apart, you know, is more challenging.
Okay.
In terms of the actual trail, it has a lot of it has a grade that's good for horses, and that turns out to be good for Gandalf as well. So it's a good kind of gradual. So when there are long stretches, yes, that's easier because in the AT it's up and over, but I would say each of them are challenging, and the PCT right now is the biggest challenge because it's right here. You know?
And we haven't even hit the real desert yet. We've just been getting the warm up so far.
Thank you for letting me know I've been done through it all. Yeah, yeah, and also the Sierras, right?
Yeah, we haven't hit the real snow either.
So I guess it's good practice. Yeah, I'll have to consider it for that.
We're warming up literally and figuratively.
Yeah.
All right. Anything that surprised you on the PCT so far?
No, other than what I've said, you know, that everybody was saying it was going to be a lot easier in the AT, and I don't think it is. That was the biggest thing, you know. It's harder to resupply, it feels like, because you got to go further away from the actual trail to do that. So
a little bit more planning involved.
There's a little more of that stuff going on.
Okay, so there's the man, the myth, the legend. Now, one takeaway, so he gave you some hints.
Yeah.
We're not going to spoil it for now, but there's a quiz here. So he's from Denmark, lived in the States for 38 years, almost 40 years. He retired a couple years ago, and some, actually many, might consider, both young and old, adults and children alike, might think he has one of the best jobs around. So give that some thought, take a guess, and we'll let you know what that is in a day or two. But take a guess. What do you think the best job in the world is? All right, see you down the trail. We made it to the top of our afternoon climb. It seems like there's a mandatory climb in the afternoon. But we got over the top, and now we get to spend the rest of the afternoon just climbing down this gorgeous valley. We got a couple miles to water, a few more miles to Ranger Todd. Be a 24-mile day. See you down the trail.
I got to bring out extra because I'm losing track here.
We can do it.
Here it goes. Here. Okay, 5 and 4.
Here.
6 and 4, I think.
The beer's standing on one side.
I'll be right back.
So caretaker Todd coming out with beer and Coke, and all the hikers flock over like ants to a cube of sugar.
Thank you. gonna say just one for me.
Everybody else is happy? Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're gonna be nice to her. No, I have no external outlet. Sorry.
First deer sighting crossing the road there. Don't see too many of them in Southern California, but they're around. Just hanging out there, eating a bush. Kind of over by caretaker Todd's place. All right, so I think this is day 35. Might be getting the days mixed up, but day 35 was a long day. Me and Gandalf got up early. We left camp by, we were on the trail by 6:15, I believe. Did 14 miles by noon, and then continue on down the trail. Ended up doing right about 24 miles. Wanted to get down here and set us up to do a resupply. So we're about 9 miles, I think, outside of Acton. About 9 miles plus a 6-mile hitch. So we'll do that tomorrow and do a resupply in Acton and then figure it out down there. Other than that, real good day. A lot of bees around. We went through just hillsides and mountainsides of ceanothus. So you can count on finding bees wherever there's ceanothus and whenever there's water. So every water source there were bees. All these mountainsides with ceanothus, there were bees. So there's literally like a bazillion of them. Never got stung, but they were always around. I think they liked sucking the sweat off my my sun gloves and my shirt. You know, I'd be eating lunch and have a bagel and some cheese and that, and they didn't care about that. They just wanted to suck the sweat off my sun gloves. So let's see what else happened today. Oh, so we're staying down at this closed campground. And we get in there maybe 6, just before 6, setting up tent, eating dinner, and then this guy comes out, caretaker Todd. And he just he offers up beer and Coke, and you just see all these hikers swarm to get a beer or Coke. And then he also had some chips and some Rice Krispie squares and that. So he's a real nice guy. He's becoming legendary on the PCT. Everyone's coming here to get a ice cold Coke or an ice cold beer. So there's probably about a dozen of us staying here. I think that's about it. So we'll see you tomorrow. Probably be in Acton tomorrow. See you down the trail.